Something crazy is happening before our eyes, and not keeping up to speed now could be a huge mistake and potentially a missed opportunity for generational wealth. Either that or it'll go down in history as a crazy time where we actually believed a couple of meme coins of a dog and a frog were going to change the world. It's been a while since I've done this, so welcome back. And if you're new here, my name is Bret. I started this channel as a way to digest financial information and share it with you guys, share it with others. But then life happened. And what I mean by that is we bought a house, and I thought it would be a great idea to renovate it myself. We saved a fair bit of money, but in hindsight, it wasn't worth the work. It completely took over my life for nearly 2 years. We've also welcomed a second child called Noah. He was born in June last year, so that's been a lot of work, albeit more for my wife than myself, I'll admit. And now we are living in Singapore. We've always considered living in Singapore in the future. It's where Evie's from, so this is sort of a trial run for us. And so far, so good. But now I'm back on YouTube, so I'm going to be sharing more videos than ever on how to grow your finances and how to plan for a more stable future. So let's get into it, because the world of investing in stocks and investing in crypto has become ever more accessible for people like you and me over the years. And that's not changing. It's getting more and more accessible every day. It's like a classic New Year's resolution though, because it can be really overwhelming to get started. And then once you do get started, it's like, well, which funds do I invest in? What exchange do I use? Are my funds going to be safe? And tax implications as well are another thing that you need to think about once you get started. So in today's video, I'm going to be covering those points, starting with how you can make your first crypto purchase, which exchange to use, pros and cons of buying through an exchange and keeping your money on an exchange, and the best way to make sure that your cryptos are kept safely. So if you're just starting out and you want to start investing in crypto, but you don't know where to start, don't know how to secure your assets, this video is for you. First thing then, you need to choose an exchange. The exchange that I use, as I mentioned, is crypto.com. I like crypto.com based on the interface. It's good for the location where I live as well. Apps like Robinhood in the US aren't available in the UK. So I use crypto.com and I really like it. And the exchange is basically a place for you to swap your currency, whether it be pounds, euros, dollars, or whatever, your fiat currency, and actually swap that for cryptocurrency or trade that for cryptocurrency. So you can do that on crypto.com, you can do it on many other platforms, but crypto.com is a great place to start. Right, so I'm going to screen record my phone here and show you guys within the app how it works and how you can actually get started trading crypto. So this is the app, this is crypto.com. If you go into accounts, you set one up, you'll have an account. Now, crypto.com has only recently in the last couple of months become a bigger part of my portfolio. I've really sort of gained some interest in it in the last couple of months, specifically XRP. I'm sort of getting behind the hype and I'm sort of getting involved in that more than I probably should be, but I just think we got to take risks while we're young. We got to sort of take some risk. Within here, this is my current portfolio. I've got £9,000 worth of XRP, which is 4,165 coins. I've got 0.07 Bitcoin. I've got nearly a coin of Ethereum. You can see the others there as well. These are all the individual coins that I hold on crypto.com. And if you go back out and you scroll down here to the crypto basket, this is something that I really like on crypto.com. It's basically the equivalent of buying an ETF, but a crypto ETF, although they're not officially labeled as ETFs. It's just a basket. Look, I'll click on one, for example. So the RWA, real world assets. This is basically a basket of the top 5 real world asset crypto coins. And what this will do will sort of track them. And and you can turn on rebalancing there. See, I've got rebalancing off, but you can turn rebalancing on. And what that will do is distribute the risk, as you can see there. Every week or every month, I think you can set it so that it sort of redistributes that risk in case one grows too much or slips down and gets replaced. So that's a really nice way to sort of dip your toes into crypto if you're not sure which coins you want to buy and you sort of want to diversify your risk a little bit more. So I've got a small holding in a couple of different baskets, which I just set up to see how it worked, and I actually think it's really good. But my main holdings, as I said, are within the main crypto section here, XRP and Bitcoin. And yeah, my hopes are on XRP for the next couple of months, next couple of years. I'm a long time holder, just like with stocks. I don't plan on selling any of this anytime soon. I'm going to hold on to it with my fingers crossed and see how we get on. But yeah, that is the crypto.com app. Oh yeah, okay. As well, I said we'd make a trade, so let's make a quick trade. So say, for example, I haven't got any fiat currency in here at the moment, so I've got no cash. But it's the same principle whether you've got cash in your account or not. So say you wanted, for example, to buy more XRP, you'll click on buy XRP. And then if you had cash, you'd stay here within cash, but I haven't, so I'm going to exchange another crypto coin. So for example, just for the case of this video, I'll buy one XRP, which is next to nothing. It's about £2. And what I'll use to exchange it is, these are going to be here, already available other cryptocurrencies that I have that you can use to exchange. So I'll also exchange one. I'll exchange my Solana. It's going to be 0.5 Solana for 36 XRP. And I'd rather just do one for the sake of this video, to be honest. So there you go. One XRP is going to cost me 0.01 Solana. So I'll click buy. It'll make me confirm it. I'll confirm it, type my passcode in, and there you go. All done, gone through. And just like that. That is how you can make a purchase on crypto.com and build your portfolio of crypto on the app. Alright, so you bought your crypto, now what? Most people actually leave it on the exchange, but that comes with certain risks. So let's talk about the pros and cons of leaving your crypto on the exchange versus getting it out. So I've got a list here of the pros and cons. Firstly, I'm going to start with the pros. Number one, convenience and accessibility. If your crypto is kept on the app, it's obviously, you can just grab your phone, you can log in, it's there, it's very accessible. If you want to transfer it back to your fiat currency, you can do it just like that without having to transfer it off the blockchain. You've got user-friendly. Yeah, there's no need to manage your private keys or seed phrases, which are things that you need to keep hold of safely and not lose if you were to put it into cold storage, which we'll talk about in a minute. Then you've got staking and earning rewards. Some of the exchanges offer staking and lending, yield earning programs for passive income and things like that. It's not something that I've dabbled in myself, but that's something that some of these programs do offer if you're willing to risk it. Customer support obviously is another one. So if you forget your password, you need some help, exchanges are usually there to provide that sort of assistance, and crypto.com in particular, I've chatted with them on their app support a few times and they've been very helpful. Moving on to the cons though, so I've got a list here of some cons. The first con of keeping your crypto on the exchange is obviously theft. Is it safe? Is that exchange going to get hacked? That's obviously something that can happen, and it's probably got to be the main con of leaving your crypto, on the exchange. Obviously, if you have your crypto on the exchange, they're not your keys, they're not your coins. The exchange will usually own those assets, and you've sort of bought into them. So you don't control the assets. For any reason, if they want to freeze those assets or lock it temporarily, it's going to be completely out of your control. The value of them will still remain in your account, but they may get frozen. Then you've got the potential exchange failures as well, so if they were to go bankrupt or get shut down, your accounts could be frozen and you could potentially lose all of your crypto. Government regulations and seizures as well. If the governments were to impose restrictions and enforce some exchanges to comply with sanctions, that is something that could affect you if your crypto is left on the exchange, versus if it's off the exchange, no one's going to be able to touch it. And then the last con for keeping your crypto on an exchange is limited privacy. So with an app like crypto.com, you've got to sign, when you sign up, you've got to put all your details in there, your address. I think I had to upload my passport photo and things like that for KYC. So everything that you're doing on these apps is tracked. So the final verdict then, should you keep your crypto on an exchange or should you get it out? Well, the answer to that is going to depend on individual circumstances. For example, if you're someone who trades frequently, it may make sense to keep some or all of your crypto on the app, depending on how much volume you're trading. Whereas if you're a long-term holder, it's probably going to make a lot more sense, to transfer your crypto out of the exchange and onto the blockchain. And to be honest, a hybrid approach will work well for most people, where if they've got a lump sum invested that they want to hold on to long-term, they can take that off the exchange. And if they have some that they want to dabble with and, play around with, they can keep that on the exchange and trade with that as they please, basically. So what I'm personally doing to keep my crypto safe is that I've actually ordered a couple of days ago a cold wallet, which is in the post at the minute. So hopefully it'll arrive by next week. And when I get it, I'll be transferring probably all, apart from the things that are in my crypto.com basket. I reckon all the rest of my crypto, I'm pretty happy with the allocation of it now in terms of my Bitcoin and my XRP. So I'll be taking all of that off of the exchange and putting it in a cold wallet. And what a cold wallet is a place where you can keep your crypto completely offline so that hackers can't touch it. There are different types of cold wallets, and how it actually works is that it doesn't actually store your crypto itself. So if this was my cold wallet, USB or RFID card, my crypto is not stored on this device, or it wouldn't be. It's actually more of a gateway to getting to your crypto, which is stored on the blockchain. The best cold wallets come with a feature where you have to have a seed phrase, either a 12-word or a 24-word seed phrase. And this is a special collection of either 12 or 24 phrases that if you were to lose your, here's this again, if you were to lose your cold wallet device, you'd still be able to access your crypto using another device, getting back onto the blockchain and then transferring it back to an exchange. So as long as you get a cold storage with a seed phrase, you're good. You can potentially lose it. Obviously, that's not the best idea. The best idea is to keep it in a safe place and never lose it. But make sure if you are going to get a cold storage wallet, you get one with a seed phrase. Another way to look at it and to try and make more sense of it is to basically look at your crypto as if it's gold stored in a vault, the vault being the blockchain. And then your cold wallet is the key to open the vault, if that makes sense. So the vault, the blockchain, it's always there and it's holding your assets. Your key, the cold wallet, stays offline so no one can steal it, and you've got your seed phrase for backup as well. Then when you want to access the vault, the crypto, you sign the permission slip transaction basically using your cold wallet, the key, and then you send it to the vault keeper, which is basically the blockchain, and then from there you can put in a contract address and send it back over to your exchange. So to recap, use a solid exchange like crypto.com. You don't have to use crypto.com. I am in no way affiliated to those guys. It's just the app that I use. So make sure you do your research, find an app like crypto.com and find a credible exchange. Then you can start using things like crypto baskets. If you're new to it and you're not sure which assets you want to buy, you can look into diversifying that way. And after all of that, think about whether you want to leave those assets on the exchange or transfer them out. It's going to depend on the individual. It's going to depend on your risk, how much you've got invested in the exchange, and whether you can be bothered, I guess, to transfer it out. But I think in the long run, if you're a long-term holder especially, looking into cold wallets is definitely going to be a good thing. I hope you found this video helpful, and as I mentioned, I'm going to be sharing a video next week on the wallet that I have recently purchased. So let me know in the comments as well whether you're currently into crypto, you're just getting started, you're thinking about investing some money into crypto. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.